everyone, and welcome to the Peddling Prince's Podium. I'm your host, John Ardelli. I had this past Monday off, as I do every third Monday, and while I was out for a little walk, I actually came across something very interesting, which was actually a story I decided to do for the Podium this week, and I will get to that in a moment. But before I get to that, I'd like to give you an update on what's been going on with Madeline. We still haven't been able to reach her. Her phone she hasn't been picking up her phone for like 2 weeks now, but since her phone hasn't been disconnected so far, we know that and there's no sign of anything in the paper or anything, anything having happened to her. It's pretty safe to assume she's actually in the hospital still. But again, we still can't reach her because again, it's family only, immediate family only that's being given information. And actually, as soon as I aired last week's episode, I actually got an email from my sister. Once again, she posted my video to her Facebook profile, and one of her friends contacted her about this. And actually, she had an idea which actually makes sense. She said that there are some hospitals that actually provide a bed temporarily for people who can't get into a home immediately. And I'm beginning to suspect that that is what's happened to Madeline, and I certainly hope so, because if that's the case, then she's okay and she's on her way to getting into a home. But until I know for sure exactly what's going on, I'm going to continue the campaign and hope that I can find some people that might be able to help, or for that matter, hopefully maybe somebody who knows Madeline might come across these videos, get in touch with me and let me know how she's doing. Madeline's best bet, according to Mandy's friend, is to contact her local MLA or Gordy Goss. He's one of the, the squeaky wheels that gets the grease among the government. So, he often helps the less fortunate, especially the elderly. So she said he'd be definitely one to contact. So I put an email out to him, and he did get back to me. He was going to send my inquiry to the Department of Health. So I assume he's done that. I haven't heard back from the Department of Health yet, but I'll let you all know if I do. She also recommended that Madeline might contact the Victorian Order of Nurses, which actually she was already working with, so I'm sure they're already aware of her situation. She actually had brought to my attention that one of the homes has been investigated for mistreatment of residents, and I did a search on Google and wasn't able to come up with anything, so until I get that substantiated, I'm not going to say what home she was talking about or anything, but if I can find anything on that, I'll talk about that in a future episode. Whitey John was in touch, and he said that he has a friend here in Cape Breton that might be able to help, and he asked if it was okay if he contact me directly. And I said that'd be fine, so I gave him my contact information and phone number. I haven't heard anything from them yet, so I'll let you know again if anything develops from that. Finally, the mayor's office did contact me again, and this time they said that they gave me a number for the continuing care, as it's called. It's an 800 number, and they say that I can contact that to get the process started to get Madeline into a home care facility. But in order to do that, I have to have information on Madeline. I have to have her consent, first of all. Also have to have her medical history and so on. And again, that's going to have to wait until I can get in touch with Madeline. Hopefully, her family's already got this ball rolling, and I'll find out next time I talk to her. But in the meantime, I'm going to have to just hold on to that information until I can get to speak to Madeline myself, and I hope that's going to be soon. Madeline, it seems, however, is not the only senior having trouble finding the assistance they need. The following letter appeared this past Thursday in the Cape Breton Post. Well, that's all the news I have on Madeline this week. I'll keep you all apprised as new things develop. In the meantime, if there's anyone out there, once again, who can help, or who just happens to know Madeline, or someone who knows her, and can give us a heads up on what's going on with her lately, my email address is in the doobly-doo below. Just please feel free to drop me an email with Madeline in the subject line. Now, as to the unusual thing that happened to me on Monday, I was walking up Charlotte Street, and I saw a picket line out on Charlotte near the Maple Leaf restaurant, and I thought to myself, oh great, there's another strike. But as it turns out, it was something a lot more interesting than that.
I don't know what you've been told. I don't know what you've been told. Time machine candy's made of gold.
It wasn't a strike at all. It was actually a very creative marketing campaign for the Time Machine Candy Works, being done by the Cape Breton chapter of Students in Free Enterprise, or SIFE for short. Time Machine Candy Works, located at 274 Charlotte Street, is no ordinary candy shop. They specialize in rare, hard-to-find candy. It was there that Marie first found Atomic Fireballs, a super extra uber monster mega hot cinnamon jawbreaker. She hated them, I loved them, and they've been my favorite candy ever since. So I was already a customer of the place, and now that fate had put me at their door with my camera, I took the opportunity to talk to the owner about how he got started.
I actually went through a self-employment benefits program. It's called an SEB, and Coastal Business Opportunities helped me out, and here we are. When people come in who have never been in, they come in and they say, oh wow, I haven't seen this when I was a kid, and then they go on to the next program and it's like, wow, and the excitement just builds and builds, and it's awesome. It just takes them right back to when they were kids, walking to the corner stores, coming home from school, a big bag of candy, and this is the ticket.
So, in a way, the place truly is a time machine. There's nothing like the sight, smell, and taste of a candy bar you haven't seen since you were a kid to take you back to the days when the most pressing thing you had to worry about was getting your homework done. In today's busy, high-tech world, it's easy to think that the greatest pleasures come from having all the latest gadgets with all the fanciest features, the most friends on Facebook, or the highest score on Guitar Hero. Places like Time Machine Candy Works remind us that sometimes the greatest pleasures can be in the simplest of things, like a bag of candy.
Bye, enjoy your treats.
Thank you for watching the Peddling Prince's Podium. I'm your host, John Rodelli, and I hope to see you all again here next week. Bye for now.